Okay, everybody, this is my cameraman that you haven't seen behind the scenes, and he is going to be my KP man also. And he's going to chop up some garlic, no, not some garlic, he's going to chop up some onions, and he's going to chop up some cilantro, because I'm seriously not good at chopping cilantro, and he's really good at it. So he's going to do that, and we're going to get going. Let's see what his chopping skills are. He has some great chopping skills. Oh, we love cilantro. That's a lot of cilantro. Oh, he's going over to the fridge, throwing it back in the fridge. What a great KP man. Alright, let's see his chopping skills. Alright, this is only my second video. If you haven't seen the first video, well, cooking video, and I was doing a marinade for fish, so check that out. It's a really great marinade. I mean, you'll like it if you like white wine and you like garlic. Alright, so watch his chopping skills. Here he goes.
When you're chopping cilantro, it's best to bunch it up into a small little bunch so it's easier to chop.
I hear it.
Watch your fingers.
Yeah, I'm not good at doing it that fast. Ooh, that's a lot of cilantro. I don't know if we're going to need that much. Maybe we'll save some for the salad we're going to be eating. You'd like that. Throw some on the salad with the arugula and the spinach.
Mm-hmm. That'd be yummy.
So let's get a close-up of these chopping skills here. I apologize in advance if I am not a really good camera girl, because I'm not really good at doing this. I'm not used to doing this, I should say.
That's probably good. That's
pretty good, yeah. Alright, great. So throw that in the bowl. And then we'll get to the onions. And by the way, we're using this in a mushroom recipe. If you don't like mushrooms, you really should give it a try if you haven't already. Mushrooms are great. Mushrooms absorb so much flavor. Love mushrooms. My oldest daughter does not like mushrooms, and I swear it's because, you know, she just hasn't experienced really good cooking, and I probably wasn't experienced enough as cooking as a mom to give her all that, but I'm really experienced. There we go. Are we on again? How come it went off?
Because it goes off after a little while.
Alright, so I just learned that my camera goes off after a while.
Is it still taking?
It says record, yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know. My camera just shut off. I don't know why. That's okay. We'll come back to chopping the onions. So, I was about to say, do you remember when Marlene was telling me about the trick for cutting onions and not crying, to put a piece of bread in your mouth?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I wonder if that actually worked.
Actually, I think it kind of did work. I don't know if it was like all just, you know, all in my head or what, but I believe it did actually work. But it was very uncomfortable. How could you keep a piece of bread in your mouth and not chew it? Seriously. It's ridiculous. But, yeah, I tried it. Stupidly. Unwillingly, but I tried it. So how do you like the cut of those onions? Do you think that's okay to mix with the mushrooms? I don't care how you make them. It doesn't matter to me. However you like them. It's good for you?
That's good for me. I don't know.
How many mushrooms we're going to use?
2?
No, we're not using just 2. I mean, those 3 we're definitely using. They're huge, but, you know, come on, mushrooms shrink when you cook them.
Okay.
Yeah, do you guys know that mushrooms shrink when you cook them, but they absorb a lot of flavor? Hell, don't do that. Are you crazy? You're not wasting my good mushroom on that.
I love mushrooms.
I know you do. All right, so you want, is that good enough
honey,
onion?
Look at my mushrooms.
Stop. Oh, please excuse my crazy husband. Okay.
Those aren't stems, those are nipples.
Stop it. Come on, there could be kids watching this video. That's not good. Okay, so anyway, is that enough onions for you, or are you going to want more?
Onions have a lot of flavor.
Alright, that's enough, because we're going to have more garlic.
One small onion.
One small onion.
Almost looks like a shallot.
A shallot? You call it a shallot?
A shallot.
No, I call it a shallot.
Well, that's from New York.
Well, yeah, hello.
It's a shallot.
Alright, anyway, so we're going to say cut on this, or we actually could switch gears right now. Hey, put this really quick in the bowl, and then you take the camera, and we'll continue the video. Hopefully it's not too long. No, not that bowl. This bowl. That bowl is for the mushrooms. Gotta put in a separate bowl. The mushrooms have to be cooked. The onions have to be cooked first. Okay, so we're going to switch gears, and cameraman's going to take the camera, and I'm going to start chopping up the mushrooms real quick. And then here we go. We're switching gears. I don't know if I could use this big knife. This is a huge knife. Should I be doing that? Okay, so by the way, I already cleaned off the... Alright, so I already...
Batteries are getting ready to die again.
The batteries are getting ready to die again, and we really weren't prepared, because this was just like a spur-of-the-moment thing. Hey, you know what? Let's try and make a video, cooking video, because I've been so inspired by watching other videos. Hey, if you are not a subscriber already, what is this? I know it's Chef Buck on YouTube, and I love him. He's so great. He's got such a great personality, and he's the one who inspired me to do this. You know, because I watch him all the time, and he's just so much fun. And I love his personality, although I don't have a personality like he does. But From Under the Rock, I believe it is on YouTube. Check him out. It's From Under the Rock on YouTube, or just look up Chef Buck. So anyway, clean your mushroom off. You don't want to wash it because the mushroom will absorb the water, and you don't want to do that. You want to like take a paper towel or your fingers, whatever, and just kind of rub off any dirt that you might see on there. And I've already done that with all of them. As you can see, I was a little rough with this mushroom right here. It's off. His skin is off. But these are portobello mushrooms, and I got a really great sale on them. Check out those big, huge gills. Look at that. I got a sale on them. They were $1.79. They're normally $3.50, and I got them for $1.79 today. So of course I'm making them today, and I'm gonna rough chop them because mushrooms do shrink, like I said, and you want to kind of make them big because mushrooms have great flavor. And once they shrink, you know, it's just kind of, ooh, you want to have a nice flavor. So that's kind of good. I don't know, maybe chop that in half a little bit, but I'm going to do that fast. Hey, there's seriously like a thing in here. Alright, that's kind of a big piece. The only thing about portobello mushrooms is they make a kind of mess on your cutting board because of all those gills. They're really dark and they're like, you know, not the prettiest of things. And for someone who doesn't like mushrooms or hasn't tried mushrooms, you probably not want to try portobello for the first time because the looks of it can kind of be not.
It's a very strong flavor too.
I love these portobello mushrooms. Seriously, I didn't think these would make this much, but I'm going to still throw some button mushrooms in there. Am I chopping it good enough for you, cameraman? They thick enough? Because I know how you like it thick.
Yes, I do.
Because you got all that. Alright, so my cutting board is seriously a mess, but that's okay, because, you know, they're all mushrooms. And I'm taking some leftover button mushrooms, some white mushrooms. And, you know, I started cleaning them yesterday, but then I got discouraged and just threw them back. Mushroom just flew on the floor. It's still on the floor somewhere. I haven't picked it up, but that's
there
okay.
It is, over there. Runaway mushroom.
What? Runaway mushroom. That's okay. Okay, for these mushrooms, I'm only going to chop the big one in half because I want a really good mushroom flavor, and you know, they're all kind of small. You like them big like that? Are they okay to leave them like that?
Sure.
Or do you want me to cut them in half?
Half is fine.
Because then they get really shrink. I'll cut them in half, whatever. Because they actually do shrink a little. All right. Those are all the mushrooms. Hey, let's pick up the one from the floor because, stay there. You can zoom on that. Of course, I'm going to wash it first, really quick. You don't want to put too much water on your mushroom because the mushroom does absorb the water. Alright, those are the mushrooms. Those are going in the garbage. This is going in the sink. Oh, actually, we need to do the garlic really fast. I'm going to rinse off the cutting board really quick. But I'm actually going to flip it. Alright, so I'm back to my garlic. We don't need that knife anymore. Garlic. You've got this big piece of garlic. Hey, and this garlic actually just started getting a little bit soft, and I really don't like it when it's really soft. So I'm thinking that my logic is thinking is if it's a little soft, it really is not that strong. So I'm going to use a little bit extra garlic because you can't ever have too much. So, like, you want to look at this right here? This is like the end of the garlic, like where it grows out of the bulb. You want to cut that out. Cut that off, I should say. And you throw that out because you don't want that. So cut your ends off. Hey, and I see this one actually has a green stem in it, like it started growing. You want to take that out because that'll make you burp and it'll give you indigestion and all that sort of stuff. So kind of mutilate your garlic and take that piece out and throw it out in the garbage. Throw that over there. No, that's an end piece. We don't want that. So let me do this really quick. Take your ends, push them to the edge. That one's going to have one too. I can tell that's a big one. So let's cut it down the middle. You cut it down the middle and look, you'll see it. It's a green thing in there. You just want to take that out. It's just starting to grow. It looks like a scallion. And you just take it out and throw it out. Alright, got 2 more to go. Oh, if you're like seriously going to follow my recipe, I mean, that's up to you because I'm just cooking the way I cook. I don't give you like ingredients. I don't give you measurements or anything like that because this is just how I cook. I just throw it all together. But I don't know. This is like what, 4 cloves, I guess? Alright, so that was 4 cloves of garlic. And for this particular dish, I kind of want to, I'm going to use the big knife. Although I'm not really good at this big knife thing. But you want to kind of just chop it up roughly. And I don't know. I should really let Cameraman do this because he's really good at this stuff. Can you see me cutting it? Is there enough light, you know? Hey, if I don't have enough light in my videos, please comment below and let me know that, you know, because this is, you know, only my 2nd time making a video in the same day, and I don't know how this lighting is. Might need more light. Alright, I'm seriously not good at this chopping garlic thing when I'm in a rush. Anyway, that's chopped good enough for me for now because I'm throwing it in a pilon, which some people, I guess American people, call it a mortar and a pestle. What is it?
Mortar and pestle.
Mortar and pestle. So can you see that? I'm just throwing it in there with my wet hands because the garlic is sticking all over to me. Throwing it in there, throwing it in there.
That sticky stuff is an awesome cancer fighter.
Yeah, well, let's hope. Alright.
Good for your heart, too.
Rinse my hands off. Get my towel, my handy-dandy towel. Okay, if you're going to use one of these things, or even you can do it on your cutting board, really, I'm just being lazy and doing it the lazy girl way. And doing it in the mortar and pestle, pilon we call it. Throw a little bit of salt in there. And my hands are a little wet right now, so I don't know if I want to pinch. Let's see, I can still pinch. Alright, well.
Wow.
Just a little. Oh, come on, the mushrooms need salt anyway. It's not that much. And the salt will help bring out the juices in the garlic. And then you just cover it with your hand like that and kind of smash it. Smash it. Oh, run away garlic. And use your muscle. And you want to get it in there because you want to get all the juices of it out. Some might do it on their cutting board and use their knife. like a what do you call it? Like a press and smear kind of thing with your knife, with your big knife. Like if you use your knife on the cutting board, you take your garlic and you like press really hard on it. Can you come into a close-up, cameraman? And I can't do it on this cutting board. I need the one that I don't like to use, the big one. The heavy one. What is that? Marble?
Granite.
Granite? I hate using that thing because it's too heavy for me to pick up. But it's pretty cool. So what normally you would do, I don't think you could do it on this plastic one, but you press hard and you smear, and you press hard and you smear, and you kind of keep getting it like that. And it kind of brings out the juices of the garlic. You see, I don't think you can do it on the plastic. You got to do it on the good cutting boards. Not the crappy ones. Whoa, garlic run away. Anyway, I'm not doing that. That's why I use the lazy way. And I go that way. And that works for me. Whoops. Seriously. Anyway, this is just like preparation because I don't think this video would go that long. Fresh garlic. I don't think I could make a video that long. So this is just part one, I guess, of me making these mushrooms. What do we call them? Garlic mushrooms? With wine and, ooh, there's a timer. Wine and cream and cilantro and salt and pepper and onions. Oh, and lemon juice too. I don't know how long this is. I've really been talking too much already, so I don't know if I can upload that long of a video. Anyway, there we go. That's part one. I'm really not using all my muscles. You want to see that up close? That is the garlic kind of smushed up, and it's got some liquidy there, and it's really, really good. And yeah, it looks like a lot of garlic, but yeah, because it is a lot of garlic. It's good. It's a lot of mushrooms. See all those mushrooms? That's a lot of mushrooms. Portobello mushrooms and white button mushrooms. Mostly portobello mushrooms. Alright, so that timer that just went off, that was my fish marinating, and that is telling me that I don't need to marinate my fish for any longer. Well, I can marinate for another 10 minutes, but I choose to get my food started because it's getting late and I need to cook. Right? Because you're hungry, aren't you? Yeah, I'm not doing this garlic anymore. Alright, so do you want... Okay, so this is part two of the mushroom cooking, garlic mushrooms, and these are the ingredients. You got heavy whipping cream, olive oil, garlic chopped, pasted kind of, white wine. I'm using Pinot Grigio, and that's what I had left over. Salt and pepper, some cilantro, lemon, your mushrooms, and onions, and that's all you need. So we are about to start. The pan is pretty hot, and I had to take it off the grill, the stove, so let's see. Oh, I lowered it, actually. I'm sure it's still really hot right now. What do you think, cameraman? Do you think it's hot enough still?
Yes, I think it's very hot.
Yeah? Well, it's kind of making noise as it's going. So first you're going to add in your olive oil in your pan to get it really, really hot. You want to get the pan really hot, but not seriously smoking hot. Like, I got it really smoking hot, and I had to take it off the stove. Then you're going to throw in your onions, which kind of looks like it's almost ready to do. What do you think? Is it ready, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want to get too hot.
I think it's ready.
Okay, it's ready. Okay, so get my trusty handy-dandy spatula. I like that. Or you can use a spoon. You know, the metal spoon. I really rather have the plastic one because I don't really like that scraping sound. And neither does cameraman. He hates that scratching sound. So your pan's really, really hot. You want to throw in your onions in there. And we chopped up the small onions. See, it's really hot. Stir it in there. Get rid of that. Toss it around a little bit. My burner's actually a little bit lopsided. And then you throw in your mushrooms. I my cameraman's lowering the heat because this is a pretty good pan. It doesn't really need that much heat. But you do need a hot pan. And you toss it around. Look, it's so hot that the onions are jumping out. Hey, that's a good bunch of mushrooms there. I hope we have enough ingredients to cover that. I didn't realize I cut up that much mushrooms.
They'll cook down.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I've got enough wine. That's all that matters, right?
Cooking with wine and drinking tequila.
Well, you were drinking tequila. I had one glass of mixed tequila and fruit juice, but that's all I'm having. I'm going to add a little bit more oil, just a tiny bit, because the pan is really hot. And it looks like the oil disappeared because the mushrooms actually sucked it up. But you actually want to cook this for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 minutes maybe. I don't know. Put a timer on it because I'll end up forgetting. You want to let the mushrooms absorb the flavor. So I'm going to just kind of let it sit for a while. And I'm going to toss it a little bit more because it really is kind of hot. And let it get too hot. This is a really good pan that we have. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. Royal Prestige. Royal Prestige has some really good, pretty darn expensive pans. Let me tell you, I'm paying for them by, you know, they paid off completely. It's pretty expensive, and I don't know, but they're pretty good pans. You don't want to lower it too much. Hey, maybe we don't have to cook it for 8 minutes because the cookie's at this high temperature. And you like your mushrooms kind of al dente, if you want to call it, right? Don't you?
Yes, I do.
We'll just go with it. They're really cooking right now. I don't think we need to do it 8 minutes. But hey, if on a normal pan, you want to cook it for like 8 or 10 minutes, I would guess. You know what? I'm just going to go with the flow because we really don't have that much time with our cooking today. And, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. You focus on the muffin. Okay. I totally forgot to put the salt in there. You're supposed to put the salt in there with the onions and the mushrooms, so it, I don't know, it just makes it easier to sweat, I guess. It helps you get the juices out, I think. And I totally forgot to do that. So I'm throwing it in now, you know, because this is, you know, Cooking 101 with Wendy, and I'm not professional. I'm just a regular home cook. Having fun making a YouTube video. Okay, so I'm throwing my heat back up on that pan because, yeah, because it's pretty cooked. It was a high heat. Look at those mushrooms. They're already wilting down. Did you guys notice how much mushrooms were in there when I first put it in there? And look at them now. They're like wilted down, and they're just really not that much mushrooms. And kind of wishing I put a little bit more mushrooms because I love mushrooms. But hey, that was a lot of. Alright, so the salt went in, and I did not put the pepper, but you can put the pepper in, and I'm putting like a little dash of pepper in there. Or a little whatever. And you want to put your heat up kind of high before you put your wine in there. So you want to give it enough heat to make the wine cook out, because you need the alcohol to cook out. Got that, cameraman? Alright, so we're using Pinot Grigio, which I already have out here. And you kind of want to use maybe like a half a cup, I guess, depending on how much mushrooms you use, really. I think mine is like 3/4 of a cup because, you know, I like the flavor of the wine in the mushrooms. And I'm about ready to throw that in because this pan is really hot.
Turn your heat down.
What?
Please turn your heat down, Miss Wendy.
Why?
Because you're going to burn your mushrooms.
No, we gotta cook the wine out. You gotta have the heat at high. Alright, I turned it down. Just a second. We're on an electric stove right here, which I seriously do not like.
And your pan holds its heat.
I know, my pan does hold its heat. Alright, so this is pretty hot, and we're going to throw our wine in there, and you want to get a close-up of how the wine actually sizzles. I'm going to show that up just a little bit. How the wine actually sizzles and cooks out. You want to cook it out for about 2 minutes, and my timer is at 3 minutes right now from before. See, it needs to be high. Oh, look at that! I stirred it a little bit too hard.
What a mess.
Gosh, I totally abused that alcohol. That's not good. You can't do that when you're cooking. I seriously stirred a little bit too hard.
What are you doing?
Using the alcohol. Okay, I stirred it too hard and the wine splashed out.
Oh well.
Big portion of it, but hey, we still had the rest of it. We put extra in there. Alright, so you want to cook it for 2 minutes in there. No, Bart. Pictures. No, I don't like that. No body pictures. Okay, cameraman is getting his drink, okay, because he thinks his tequila and fruit juice is more important than not putting body shots in the picture here. I don't want body shots in here. My ass is way too big for that.
Big ass is good.
Alright, don't confuse me. You're getting me totally distracted and I can't remember. So my wine is done, my salt, pepper's done, that's done. Hey, the garlic, let's throw the garlic in there. Let's not forget the garlic, that's the most important part. Use your finger, what the hell? Get your hands are clean, right? So what's that difference does it make? You got clean hands? Get all that garlic in there. See all that garlic go in there? Look how much garlic is in there. Get a close-up of that garlic before my time runs out on this timer. Oh, we gotta get a little bit in there. I think that was way too close.
Another extreme close-up.
Ooh, that's got less salt in it. Hey, I don't know if you can see this because there's a lot of steam going on here. I thought you turned this fan on. Alright, kick your garlic for about 2 minutes. Just like you wine, it's just cook for 2 minutes. I don't know, kind of cooked out. Look, all the wine has disappeared already. It's already absorbed into the mushrooms. But we do need to get the garlic cooked a little bit, because that's the most important part. Get the flavor of the garlic. Are you getting the food or are you getting me? Get the food.
I'm getting both.
No, get the food, not me. I don't want to be in the camera. Nobody wants to see my face. They want to see the food. Alright, I'm going to throw in the cilantro. We love cilantro, so we're putting in a lot of cilantro. See? You see
Cilantro.
If you don't like cilantro, you can totally use parsley. Just make sure you chop it up really well. Got it all over my fingers. What happened to my towel? Okay, that timer's telling me that my garlic is cooked and my wine is cooked out. Oh, I totally forgot to put the stock in there. Okay. I forgot to buy vegetable stock. So I'm going to use water. Don't you do this because, well, not unless you're putting a lot of flavor in there like I did. And you're not afraid of, you know it's going to be a lot of flavor. If you put a lot of flavor in there, it's going to be a lot of flavor. So if you use water or vegetable stock, I don't think it matters. I already put enough salt and garlic. I don't really need the vegetable stock. Okay, your next step is, this is part 3, I guess, because we keep stopping the video, and I don't know how to edit videos, so I don't know if this is going to go through the right way. But after you put your vegetable stock / water, whatever you're going to use, cook it for a couple of minutes, squeeze in your lemon, and put your hand, of course you want to have clean hands. Clean hands is key. Put your hand over the, let it go through your fingers because you don't want to put any pits in your dish. So squeeze the lemon as hard as you can. Of course, Muscle Man here would squeeze it a lot harder. I didn't have any seeds on that side, so that's pretty cool. But I'm sure the other side will have seeds. Doesn't look like this lemon has any seeds. Isn't that weird?
Very weird.
I can't squeeze it. Can you squeeze this for me, please? Squeeze it hard. Squeeze it hard. Ow! The steam is getting me. That's really hard. You squeeze it so hard like the rind is coming off. Ow! We don't want any rind in there. And there was no seeds in that lemon. How weird is that? That has not ever happened to me. If you don't like lemon, don't use lemon. We happen to like lemon. It just gives the mushrooms an extra zing. Alright, the second to last part of this dish is the best part. Well, the garlic is the best part. Is the heavy cream.
You should let your lemons cook out a little bit longer, honey.
You think so?
You're going to curdle the cream.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Good idea. Well, I'm usually letting it cook out because I'm always slow, but I actually have things prepared and ready. They look like they're cooked out pretty much. You don't want to kill all that lemon juice.
You're not killing it, you're just cooking out the danger to the cream.
Danger, danger.
You don't want to have curdled cream in your mushrooms. It'll look like brain material.
I will tell you, brain material?
Brain matter, gray matter.
I will tell you that I'm seriously not a professional cook, and I'm just stirring stuff together.
You'd have to call them zombie mushrooms if they had the gray matter in there.
Alright, this is
because
important.
Because zombies like more brains.
Okay, I'm throwing the cream in. That's like seriously key to this dish. And I'm not measuring, I'm just throwing it in there because I love the flavor of cream. I don't know, a cup, I don't know, quarter cup maybe. And you do not want to use regular milk. You want to use heavy cream because it has a lot of fat content in it, and you know that's key because if you're not watching calories, because I'm not, as you can all clearly see. But if you use regular milk, it's just going to separate. It's not going to look good, and probably won't taste good. Cream, heavy cream, makes everything better. My temperature is a little low right now because I lowered it. This cameraman told me I was burning my pot.
And you'll scald your cream too if it's too high.
Well, you gotta cook it. You gotta cook it for a couple of minutes. Because you want it to get thicker.
But you will scald your cream, and it'll turn chunky. And you get chunky little bits in there.
Oh, yeah, well, we don't want that. I'll lower it again.
Well, you're fine. You can raise the temperature after you pour it in, but you don't want to pour it into a super hot pan.
Well, we know. We all know. Well, they don't all know, but we all know the cameraman here. He's a pretty good cook.
Videos to follow.
I guess so, but if we're going to do this and have fun, you might as well everyone else is doing it.
All right, might as well.
This is fun. This is a lot of fun making YouTube videos. Come on, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. Maybe like 4 or 5, I don't know, but I don't care. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Yep, cameraman's having fun.
We got to give you a new name. We'll figure it out. I feel like I'm copying somebody else. You know, if you haven't seen my other video, I was talking about this YouTube guy that I'm subscribed to, that he does the cooking, and watching him cook kind of inspired me to do this on my own. I love his personality. He's really great, and he is, look him up on YouTube, he is from Under the Rock. I'm almost positive of that.
Isn't he the redneck chef?
Yeah, I think so. That was what you called him, yeah.
That's what he called himself.
He did call himself that. He was the one who did the redneck deviled eggs. That's what you were watching that day. Is Chef Buck, and his YouTube name, I believe, is From Under the Rock, and he is hilarious. I love him. He's got a great personality, and he's got his camera girl. So that's why I was calling my guy cameraman. But I don't know. I kind of feel not right doing that, because it sounds like I'm copying him.
Well, they say that imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Aw, I don't know if he'll take it like that. He's a pretty cool guy, though. Alright, what do you think? Does it look good?
I think they're good.
Alright, are we on? The very last thing you want to do is put butter in there to finish it off and make it rich and creamy and thick. You zoom in on the mushrooms bubbling while I get the butter.
Burple, burple, burple. Burple, burple, burple. Bubble, bubble, boil in trouble. Mushrooms in the cauldron bubble.
I don't know.
Butter!
Stop. This is about a tablespoon and a half. I don't know. It's what was left in the butter dish. I got lazy, didn't want to go to the fridge and get the cold, hard one out. So you just kind of want to mix it around. Take it off the heat. I already had turned down the heat. I forgot to tell you that. I turned the heat off, and I decided to go get the butter. And your mushrooms are done. And I need to find a dish to put them in, or should I leave them in the pan? And basically, that's it. We're going to cook our fish next, and I don't think we really need to do a video about that, because fish is really easy and fast and boom, 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 and I'm just going to throw it on the grill. Not the grill. What do you call these things again?
The heater plates.
The cast iron pan. I'm going to cook it on that. And, you know, so it's easy to serve, because we're going to serve it just like that. His own personal little plate. So, we gotta go cook our fish now.
Not the feet!
No! Thank you for watching my video, and subscribe. Or, I don't know, we're gonna have a bunch of videos, I guess. He wants to do them, and I thought it'd be fun. And comment below, that'd be great, because I would love to have some feedback. And hit like, so I know how many people like. And don't hit dislike, because I don't want any dislikes. And thanks for watching. Wendy, Wendy, Wendy.